Hello everyone. I am Natalie Beauchamp and this is my Be Epic with Natalie kitchen. Today I'm preparing a meal that is super quick and honestly it's just going to be our main meal for the day, but you could make this and serve it to guests. So basically what I'm doing is I've got the stew beef here and I noticed there are just a couple of pieces where I'm going to cut off a little bit of the fat. I mean, it's okay to put a little bit of fat in the meat, it gives it flavor, but when it runs along the whole length of a piece of meat, it's not really nice when you bite into it, even though I am cooking this in the slow cooker. So the rest of it looks pretty good. So I'm going to use the small slow cooker. I'm actually going to use two slow cookers today. I'm going to use the small one here for this meat. And what I'm going to do is, I need to grab a small bowl. I'm going to grab a small bowl here. I'm going to put some cornstarch in. I love these Epicure bowls with the handles, the mixing bowls, because you can manage them with one hand. So much nicer than the glass bowls that I've had for many years that I've used. These just make it so much easier. So the reason I'm going to mix the meat into cornstarch is that it will help to thicken the gravy as the meat cooks in the slow cooker. So I put some in here. I'm just going to put the meat in, and then I'm going to get a spoon and just sort of shake it around so that it coats the meat. So here I'm just going to get this meat coated in cornstarch. You can see it's really easy. I mean, you can add flavoring to it if you want, but I'm going to be using the hearty beef stew Epicure seasoning. So I decided it's very peppery, and I'm just not going to add salt. We'll add salt after the fact if we need it. Okay, so I'm going to use the small slow cooker, so I'm just going to spray the inside of it here with the sprayable avocado oil that I get at Costco. I'm going to bring this over here. I'm going to put the meat into here. I'm not going to dump in all the rest of the cornstarch. I'll mix a few more around here as it goes. Okay. So there we have it. And then this is the hearty beef stew seasoning. Honestly, I use half a packet when I'm doing a stew or a roast in the slow cooker. I feel it's a little strong for us, so you can either double what's on the package or use half a package each time. So here's the seasoning just in a cup of water, because I'm not really making beef stew. I just want to make a saucy beef that we're going to have with our vegetables. So the meat's all nice and covered. I'll show you. The meat is all nice and just covered with the sauce. And I will be plugging this one in over here. Just move it out of the way. So now we're going to move on to the vegetables that are going to go in the large slow cooker. So today I have chosen purple sweet potatoes, a white sweet potato, and a regular sweet potato. We love having these root vegetables. They are high in antioxidants. They're just so delicious. And if you cook them in your slow cooker for about the same length of time as you cook the meat, I'm going to cook the meat for, say, 4 or 5 hours on low, and I'm going to do the same with these. The sweetness that's within these sweet potatoes just accentuates, and they're delicious. Now you can use a skewer, or I just use a knife just to make a couple of. And please note, this is a different knife. I always use different knives and cutting boards. I use wooden cutting boards for vegetables, and I use plastic cutting boards for meat. And I always use only this knife for meat. I just like to, I have one child that is vegetarian, but I also just like to keep the cross-contamination to as minimum as possible. And so there's this. I'm actually going to dry these with a paper towel because I did scrub them, with my vegetable scrub brush before I started this video. So we're going to do that because I'm going to spray some of the avocado oil on. And they don't need any seasoning. From my perspective, they don't need any seasoning. And when we have our lunch, I'm going to be doing the California mix with this, and it gives us a well-rounded meal that's super delicious. So I chose my larger slow cooker for these so that these vegetables can just lay flat on the bottom of the slow cooker, and not necessarily not be touching each other, but just give them all equal opportunity to cook. So I just spray the bottom, and I'm just gonna lay them in here. Let's see, will this one fit here? Look at that. Perfectly laid out in the slow cooker. I mean, you could brush them with olive oil if you like. I just want them to, there we go. And just like that, I will share with you my finished meal. But just like that, I'm gonna put these slow cookers on. I'm gonna go to work, and we're gonna have a delicious meal. We eat our main meal at lunchtime. We're gonna have a delicious meal at lunch that's super quick and easy to make. Hey everybody, so 5.5 hours has passed since I recorded the video this morning about preparing our meal. So I'm gonna share with everybody what we have as our end result. And then I'm gonna serve it on the plates, and I'll take a photo to share as part of the video. So here's our meat. You can see it's nice and saucy, and it smells amazing. In here, and I'm gonna serve these out on the plate. In here, we now have our sweet potato, our purple sweet potato, and our white sweet potato. You can see, and I've got one more purple. We're gonna split the orange and white sweet potato, and we're each gonna have a purple sweet potato. They are all ready to go. And the last thing is, I prepared, this is still a bit hot, so I'm gonna pick it up with my gloves here. I took, in the round steamer, the Epicure round steamer, which I love, I took the California mix and I cooked it in the microwave 6 minutes. There you have it. So in total, this meal took probably 15 minutes to prepare. And here we have a super delicious meal that took no time, super nutritious. I'd love to help you prepare meals like this every single day. Reach out to me. I look forward to chatting with you.